So our next session here is with two gentlemen that are going to talk a lot about broker margins. Huge topic in our industry today. Being with .loop, this is one thing that I'm super excited to listen to. We work with over 6,000 brokers across the U.S., and margins are huge. It's a big topic, and it's the reason why you see a lot of the trends of like the iBuyers coming up and different models coming up. So I'm excited to hear from them. So welcome to the stage, Anthony Lamacchia and Yuval Dagani. Thank you.
He says he won't dance.
I haven't drank enough yet.
It's on. Although I don't know if you even need a mic. You've got quite the voice.
I don't get accused of being quiet.
No. Although everybody in the room knows that I personally am shy, bashful, timid, meek, and mild. It is known.
I noticed.
So these two gentlemen in our prep calls, they are actually going to share with you the secret lotto numbers. And that's how we're all going to make the money, right?
It's that easy.
It's that easy, right? Just buy the ticket and we're done. Okay, so Yuval has a kick-ass brokerage, some really interesting ideas out in Chicago. And Anthony, your brokerage is in Boston? Boston, got it. Both these gentlemen they're accomplishing so much with relatively little. They don't have a, what is it, Yuval, you said they don't have a not-for-profit company? I think, we don't have a non-for-profit. Yeah, exactly. And so there's a lot that they want to share. We had some kind of a very amusing questions. So the thing that I wanted to ask both of you to kind of start off is, what was your most important investment in your business? I'm going to start with Yuval on this one.
So to me, the most important investment in the business is coaching, especially right now. If you're looking at the big boxes and we're trying to increase revenue to work with the margins, there's two ways to do it. One way is to recruit, which is what the big boxes are doing. The other way is to increase the revenue for the existing broker population, which seems to be what our individual brokers do very well. And you mentioned the non-for-profits. We work in an environment where now brokers are being recruited with high splits and big bonuses, and that's to me a non-for-profits Compass. And you know,
you did not just say that.
I did not just say that.
You
but
did not.
I did not hear it.
Yeah, I did not hear it.
But the reality of our marketplace that now more than ever we have to work to make a situation which is why brokers do more, and that's coaching. And I want to differentiate that from training. So coaching is basically assuming that every person is a genius, knows exactly what they need to do. And the question is, what don't they do it? And when we work with our brokers to get into that space, that's where the transformation occurs. So we created a program called the Growth Groups, in which each coach in our organization works with 10 brokers. They meet with them bi-weekly. And then the off weeks, our brokers get to meet the coach on a one-on-one and really get into the transformative space. And we've seen amazing results. 2/3 of the people who attended the program grew their business by 20 to 50% that year.
Okay.
So coaching is really it for us right now, yeah.
Anthony, what have you invested, the best investment?
So by far, I've invested more in branding. It kind of goes back to what Chris said. We did a lot of television advertising back when the market wasn't exactly in good shape years back, and we were able to get a lot of direct response out of it. So, you know, for home sellers.
Wait, television advertising, we're not talking small dollar stuff.
No, we're talking big money.
Yeah.
And I was able to fund it without any problem at that time because of the amount of leads that it was producing. Now, fast forward to today, it's not the same. If I go on television today and say we'll guarantee to sell your home in 30 days, nobody cares because houses are selling in 2 hours. But during the days that I did that, it really branded us. And now today, we are the 4th most known real estate brand in Massachusetts, and we've done that by only with 130 agents.
That's super awesome. That's great. But we're not going to be able to do TV now, as you said. So what is your best investment ROI today?
By far in training our agents.
Training.
So back to kind of what he said is we're always looking to increase the amount of sales per agent, and we actually are very focused on recruiting. I know your company has more agents than we do. You guys are larger. But we are focused on it.
This is not a contest.
No, I'm just explaining why we're very focused on recruiting, because we do need to kind of grow up to what we've built.
Okay.
But we're very focused on training, and I find the more I invest in it, the more time I put into it, the more money, more resources that we put into it, the more sales we have.
There's a little birdie over on the other side of the coast that said your training is pretty kick-ass.
I heard he might have told you that.
He might have said that. He might have said other words, but I can't repeat them here on stage.
Don't say those.
No, I'm not going to say that. So we're indie brokers, and we're all collectively competing against much bigger people. Yes. So what do you guys do, invest in, that the big boys are just not paying attention to? They all say they do training and whatnot. I mean, it's questionable whether they do it as well as y'all do, but what do you do?
I think our sweet spot is culture. This is where the big boys can't really touch us. And people come to an independent brokerage because they want to be part of a family. They want to be, we use the word boutique. We talk about the independent thinking, the creativity. And the issue really is how to create real content into those statements that we all share, this Kool-Aid that we all brew. And for us, we invest in two things. We create things that create community. And the second thing is we put programs together that enhance people's individual and professional lives. So examples of that is we have 4 events every year. We do a casino night, we do a scavenger hunt with limos, we have an event for children, we have a cappuccino machine at every front desk and train the staff as baristas. We serve lunch, pizza, and salad every Friday.
You're sounding a little bit like an episode of Cribs. I'm just saying.
We try.
A little bit.
We
Okay.
try.
So
fun stuff,
we
though.
do.
I know, right?
But
that sounds like
we got to get an
fun.
invitation.
but
We
it's like a
do.
.com mentality. We have massages in the office. We have meditation
Who
classes.
wants a road trip to Chicago? Let's go.
But really, it creates that peace that people feel
Right.
cared for, and I think the big boys just they can't touch it.
They can't do that. Anthony?
To piggyback on that, last week, those of you that are connected with me on Facebook, you probably saw last week, you probably got annoyed last week. We had our, what's called a corporate cup fundraiser for Boston Children's Hospital.
Oh,
and we raised over $30,000. We had a 20-person team, so it was about 19 agents in the company, or maybe 1 or 2 managers, then me. But I'll tell you, even though it was only a 20-person team, there were probably 50 people in the company that were actively somehow involved in helping us raise money, supporting us that day. We had agents show up that weren't even competing in the event.
Okay.
And it goes back to his point of when you're bringing people together, and look what we did. We raised money, we brought people together, we had fun. I was seeing right before my eyes agents that were from the northern part of Mass talking to agents in the company that were from the southern part, and it creates that culture that you want, which is, hardworking, but having fun.
It sounds like a mentor said to me once, nobody cares how different you are, they care about the difference that you make.
Yep.
Right? Okay. So all of us, we're all on a budget, right? I mean, we don't have endless pockets. We're not nonprofit. What is your lowest cost, biggest impact investment in your business?
I would have to say training. I would. I mean,
Are you doing the training yourself, or do you have
myself? And we have managers too that do it now, and they're doing it tomorrow because I'll be here. But that is definitely the lowest cost, biggest impact thing. Okay. And when I talk to so many broker owner friends around the country, like Phil, they say, but what do we train on? What do we? And I always say, listen, get in a room every week and pick a topic. And you will be amazed at how much of a thirst there is from the agents to learn more about it. And as you hear their feedback, and frankly hear some things that you go, oh my God, they're doing that? How are we selling?
Never heard that
How
from
are we
my
selling
agents.
any homes? It will teach you things that you need to spend more time on.
Right.
And that is how we started it in 2012. And now it's just known in the culture of our company that every single Wednesday there's training going on.
It's awesome. Yuval, what do you do?
Well, we basically take headaches on. We create programs that are a little bit hard to set up, but really cost us nothing at the end of the day. So for example, Matterport, the 3D tours, an amazing product, barrier to entry, it costs $300, $400, $500, $600 to scan. So we bought the equipment, we got a technician, we offer it to our agents for $99. Videos, we know that videos garnish 4 times more leads, properties with videos. But it costs $800 to do a video. So we got in a videographer and we offer it to our agents at a fraction of the cost.
So you're doing things at scale because you're spreading it across the whole brokerage.
Or basically taking on the management, the headache of it.
Right,
We do home inspections, we do a bunch of services like that just really enhance not only the competitivity.
Which leads me actually to my next question, which I think is important. I mean, if I'd got that from my broker, I'd totally rave about it. So what do your agents rave about as being part of your brokerage? And I'll let you start this time, Yuval.
I think that our agents feel that they're cared for. that's really at the essence of what they talk about, and that's at the forefront of how we wire everything that we do. When I meet an agent for the first time, and we have the conversation about joining the firm, I don't ask them, what is your production goals? I ask them, what are your life goals? Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? And I'll speak till I'm blue in the face to anybody who wins to listen that real estate is not the most important thing in our life. It's basically a tool for you to accomplish where you want to be in your life. And that's basically...
So you make it a point to understand what their life goals are.
And then we tailor a plan for them, how the real estate career can serve them. And everything we do, as all the services that I mentioned, are really around creating a better experience for them.
So it sounds like your goal is to make a difference in their lives.
That's the mission. Yeah.
Anthony?
And to add to that, so he mentioned Matterport, and if you remember when we had our call
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, we started talking about different things like that. So if you asked our agents, what their favorite thing is about the company, my guess is...
No, actually what I said was, what do they rave
raving
about? What
it
do
would
they
be the
brag?
support. It would be the overall support that we provide to them. And one of the ways that we do that is we provide what I call a lot of services.
Okay.
So I had mentioned this on the phone. So you're doing the Matterport, and we have 2 guys, as an example, in vans every day that go out and take pictures, hang signs, lock boxes, make floor plans, and the agents pay a small fee for that, for their listing.
Mine is called my husband, but
That's okay. Then we have listing services. So if an agent signs up a listing, they get assistance from the time they sign up the listing to the time it closes. Same thing with buyers. One of the things we're coming out with next month, and now you guys are going to hear it before our agents, is marketing assistance.
Oh.
Now, what we're doing, and this goes back to the top line thing that we're supposed to be talking about, how do we increase margins? Well, one of the ways that we increase margins is we provide services to the agents, not for free, but services that they truly want, things that they feel overwhelmed with.
Okay, I'm hearing
and then
that
we
emphasis,
can charge, and then we
not
charge
for
them for
free.
it. That's
Why?
correct.
Why?
Because nothing good is free.
Ah, so they won't value it as much.
That's correct. So if they want listing or buyer assistance, there's a certain, that we charge a certain amount for that. If they want pre-list services, we call it, which Matterport's an add-on to that, there's a certain fee for that. And that is one of the ways that we're able to help increase our margins.
Right.
Because remember, a lot of real estate companies have admins in each office that are half the day, they're not that busy.
Right.
Ours are assisting the agents in the office with their transactions. The agents are paying for it. The agent's thrilled because they have the help. The admin's thrilled because they're busy and they're making more money when the agent gets that service. And that's one of the ways that we help our bottom line.
Righteous.
And, fun things.
Love it. Love it. I hope this helps all of you spark some ideas on what you want to do in your brokerages that'll help you grow to the level of these 2 gentlemen. Thank you guys so much.